right, I'll say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right, all right. First and foremost, we would like to ask you a series of questions. It is not that you have to answer them now. These are for you to simply think about, to ponder on your own, in your meditations, in moments of quiet, in the idea that open contact with extraterrestrial beings is relatively imminent for your society. The questions are, how will open contact and the presence of extraterrestrials affect your personal life? What changes, if any, will occur in your personal life? What ideas will be open to you that are not necessarily open to you now, knowing that you have the ability to interact physically, face to face, with beings from other worlds? Will anything be different in how you feel about your personal reality? Will you allow yourself to be a different person than you have been due to their existence in your world? It is up to you to ponder these ideas, since open contact is going to happen, is inevitable in your society, whether slightly sooner or slightly later than what has been presented as a target date. But in that general window of time, you have an opportunity to prepare yourselves by truly investigating deeply, seriously, what differences would occur in your reality collectively, what differences would occur in your life personally, what opportunities might open up for you in being able to interact directly with extraterrestrial beings. How will you feel about that? How will you think about that? And what will you do with that reality that you do not necessarily think about now? So take the time in your life to ponder this so that your energy can adapt to the information that comes out bit by bit, more and more every day, about the idea of our existence, about the idea you refer to as disclosure, and about the idea and the experience that you will be having called open contact, where you will be able to begin to grow, to absorb, to change in ways, if you are so willing, that will allow you to become, consciously become, members of a galactic family. We thank you for allowing us to offer these suggestions to your civilization at this time, and in return for the gift that you have given us in allowing us to interact with you, I ask now, in what way may we continue to be of service to you? Please begin with your questions and dialogue, if you wish.
Thank you so much. If you have a card for a question, would you please come up to this section now, and we'll get started.
Thank you so much for having me. I kind of have two questions. One's kind of serious.
One moment. What happened to hello and good day?
Oh, hello, good day. I'm sorry.
So eager.
I'm so eager. It's honestly a surprise that I'm standing here. So my questions are random, but hopefully will bring entertainment too. I feel like first, the serious question is, when we talk about filing in the highest excitement, there's so much imbalance in the world as well. So much concepts of abundance, where people generate huge amounts of abundance on the backs of people who are suffering, like, like factory farming or sweatshops, and people are making millions and billions of dollars. I'm just curious of your take.
That is not a representation of abundance.
Agreed.
That is a representation of an attempt to control based on a fear of lack.
Agreed. Thank you. My other question is kind of more entertainment, which my girlfriends and I have been joking about for a while. Dating and the 5D, it's kind of difficult. And are any of our shiny silver alien boyfriends arriving with first contact?
Is that a serious question?
Well, it's kind of it's a half serious, half not serious. I think a lot of people are seeking connection with energies that are resonant.
There will be the opportunity for a variety of types of relationship with extraterrestrials. It will not necessarily take the form of what you would recognize as romantic relationships.
Right. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Hi, Bashar. Thank you so much for connecting with us today.
It is our passion and our pleasure.
I have become aware of one of my guides named Charlie. He came through as I was practicing automatic writing. My son also came to me about a dream he had where he spoke to a guy named Charlie, but he couldn't remember the conversation. Can you tell me who he is, about our connection, and how I can better communicate with him?
It's a spirit guide, part of your spirit team. Everyone has a spirit team of hundreds, if not thousands of individuals, but the working spirit guides are the ones that you interact with more often than not. And one way of increasing your ability to receive communication more clearly is to allow yourself to start in a quiet space for about 15 minutes, either in the morning or the evening. Have a journal with you. Ask your questions of your guides out loud, and then just sit quietly and see what you get, and write down in the journal anything that comes to you, no matter how strange, odd, or silly, or nonsensical it may seem. Do this for about 2 to 3 weeks, and you will start to observe patterns in the communications and become a little bit more sensitive and discerning about what it is that you are getting from your spirit guide. Another way is to open up simply to the idea of synchronicity more and more, that anytime you notice a synchronicity in your life, to remember how you feel at that moment, and to come from that feeling as you go through your daily life, and to allow yourself to let synchronicity be one of the ways that your guides have of reaching you with messages more easily, because synchronicity allows them to use what's already in your physical reality, already in front of your face. They don't have to really break through any barriers or any walls in your mind or in your belief systems. All they have to do is make a suggestion, make a whisper to encourage you to do this or go there, and then give you the information that is already in the reality that you get to run into synchronistically. So open up to the idea of synchronicity, because synchronicity is physical space-time's way of showing you that everything is an orchestration, that there are no accidents, everything is interconnected. Start seeing everything as synchronicity, no matter how it looks. There is always a purpose to the arrangement of everything going on in your reality. Sometimes it may not always have as much to do with you as some of the other people that may be involved in some sort of collective experience. Nevertheless, it is still part and parcel of your ability to be willing to be part of that collective, whether the information is mostly for you or someone else, to allow someone else to get the lesson they need in that synchronous event. So open up to the idea that everything is an orchestration, and then practice the journaling for 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, in a quiet space, and just write down everything you get after you ask your question of your spirit guide out loud and see what happens. All right?
Yes, thank you. One more thing. Will I be able to vocally channel one of my guides?
If it is on your life path, you will. If it is not, you won't.
Thank you.
So, if it is on your life path, nothing will stop it as long as you are open and willing to allow it to occur. And all the opportunities will be brought to you automatically that you can then act on and take advantage of, and it will become obvious that that is your path and the way in which you can express that connection. So, if it doesn't come that way, then that's not necessarily the way you need to do it, but that doesn't mean you can't be of service by sharing your experiences and sharing your information in whatever way is representative of your passion. And that will still be as helpful as anything else you could do in any other way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that help you?
Yes, thank you.
You are welcome.
Sending love.
And you as well.